Good afternoon. It is Thursday, the 5th of January 2022. I don't know why to think about that. It's my son's birthday. He's 25 today. You probably won't be watching this, but happy birthday, Wes. Right. On the 6th, 7th, 6th if you're in the UK, 7th if you're in the US, we are having a full moon in Cancer. So I was going to do a reading about the year ahead, but I've had a few setbacks in life because, as we all know, nothing in life is permanent. We can't gauge anything. And so I'm doing the full moon reading in Cancer this afternoon. Thank you to all the people who watch. Thank you to all the people who like and share and subscribe. Please continue to do so. It helps to grow my channel. So if you will, please just click the like button and consider subscribing to my channel. I would like to get to 1,000 subscribers. I'm not giving myself any time frame in the future, so that once I hit 1,000 subscribers, I am determined to do live readings and take questions from anybody who is on the live chat. I have looked high and low for my postcards from the spirit, and as you can tell, my background is very different because I've had to move everything around, so my business and my bedroom is all in one. But there is an upside to that because I'm now facing a window and I can see the beautiful valley in front of me. I've got more daylight, and it's brilliant. So I can't find my postcards from spirit anywhere, and then a little voice inside my head said, you're not meant to do a postcard from spirit today. You're meant to do a card from Buddha wisdom, feminine, divine feminine, the heart of Kuan Yin or Guan Yin, depending on where you are from and what tradition you are affiliated to. So these are just little quotes from Guan Yin. I'm just going to pick a quote from Guan Yin and see if I understand them, because I don't understand them all already straight away. It says, once I and mine are given up, there is no limited individual. There is only the wisdom which pervades everything. When I and mine are given up, there is no limited individual. There is only the wisdom which pervades everything. Okay, what does that mean to me? To me, that means, as we know, that suffering comes out of grasping, of wanting what you haven't got, mourning what you've lost. And it's about possession. It's about me, the ego. Once you give up the ego and the idea of what's mine, what's yours, and realise that we are all beings. It's not about what you have, who you are. It's about what you do and what you emanate to others. So once I and mine are given up, there is no limited individual. We are only limited by the boundaries that we set for ourselves. So that's today's Buddha Wisdom card. Let's crack on. The full moon in Cancer. There's quite some interesting things going on. I'm just going to get my diary. So we have the Sun conjunct Mercury. So that's shedding a light, shining light on communication and speed of communication. I believe Mercury is in retrograde, so maybe some communication that we might be going over, communication we've had in the past that we need to bring to the fore. It could be an argument you might have had. You need to go back and revisit that and communicate and forgive. Forgiveness is key, I think, in this. we have the sun is in a trine with Neptune. So dreams and messages, intuitive messages, visions, things that you might see in meditation will be highlighted there. The sun highlights things. We have the moon in a trine with Neptune. So there's an expansion of the interest in mysticism, the workings of the subconscious mind, the things that we don't know. We have Mercury in a trine with Neptune. So there's some secrets there. Not quite coming out yet, but I think by the full moon and a few days after, whatever secrets you're hiding or someone else is hiding will come to the fore. That's on an individual level, but also on a more national and maybe international level. We have Venus in a trine with Mars. Intense, passionate love. So somebody or some of you are going to experience some intense, passionate love. So well done you. Right, I've just been scrying and I've just seen the glyph for Aries and fire. Okay, I think we've got quite a lot of Mars action at the first half of this year, so maybe, and I've just seen an explosion. Okay, so on a smaller scale, make sure your hair straighteners are turned off. Make sure that you aren't leaving the house when the dryer is on. Those kinds of things. It's a little spark that ignites. Something sparking is igniting in the home. It could be an explosion of tempers. And it could be also an explosion of some description in some town or city, other than the ones that we might be expecting, like Russia, Ukraine, and all the wars that are going on right now all over the world. Something's quite explosive. So today, we're looking at the tarot of mystical moments. So what is the overarching theme for the full moon in Cancer, please? The overarching theme for the full moon in Cancer. Okay, so I don't know about you, but over the last few days, through necessity, but actually I've quite enjoyed it in the long run, I have had to clear out a lot of stuff, a lot more stuff than I'd intended to. Cancer's water sign. I was expecting some sort of watery issue, and I was right. Just after Christmas, my daughter, who works very hard and very long hours, came home from work to find that her apartment had been totally flooded. The ceiling, the walls, the floors, the outside of the apartment, the outside of the walls, the hallway, and she cannot live there anymore. So she has no choice but to come back home. So that was the watery thing, and I thought at the time, oh, this is this full moon in Cancer coming up, an ending. She can no longer live there. It's a huge ending. So I've been flying around clearing out stuff and cupboards that I haven't been in for a millennia, really. And I had to get really brutal with stuff, and a couple of days in I started to really enjoy doing that. And there's something quite cathartic about clearing out the physical clutter, and I think there's a theme with that as well, but there's also a theme about clearing out the emotional clutter, the emotional baggage, the deep held woundings that we all carry, and the ones that we want to let go of and the ones we don't want to let go of, because the ones we don't want to let go of are integral to our story. Once you let go of the I and mine, remember that. I put those cards away, but I just remember the first line. So what's the overarching theme for the full moon in Cancer 2022, please? I have a feeling that this secret is, this secret is it's about money. We have the world. The world is about the world turning, going a full cycle. It ties very much in with the full moon. Full moons are about endings. The world is about you've completed a cycle. It's time to start a new cycle. So what's that all about? Right, okay, I've just seen a golden egg. Okay. Golden egg. Eggs are about fertility. Gold's about high value. What is it that you're wanting to increase? Could be an idea. It could be a new venture. You could be embarking on your firstborn. And we have the Eight of Pentacles. Something you're working on. So if you're working on something right now, or you have a little idea, but you daren't, or you don't want to, or you're not confident enough to just step out and start to do a little bit more around this idea. Maybe you're lacking in confidence. Maybe you're scared of failing. Maybe you're scared of succeeding. Now I understand what that means, because being scared, frightened of success can be almost as restrictive as fear of failure. So we've come full circle. We're starting again from the beginning. It's a new venture, something that's going to make you money, but you're not going to make money yet because you're starting to learn skills. And that is your golden egg. You see, and we have a butterfly on this card, and butterflies are about a transformative cycle, an end of a cycle. The caterpillar goes into the chrysalis. At the end of that cycle, it becomes a butterfly. Something is brewing. There's something there for you, and that's your golden egg. So whatever you're thinking about embarking on, maybe you just don't want to start learning new things all of a sudden. Maybe you're like me in your 50s and it's harder to learn the older you get because you can't retain the knowledge. You know, you can read, a paragraph in a book 50 times and then the next day you can't remember what you read. It's about right concentration, right effort. What's this? Aries glyph. One more, please. Okay, one more. Let's have a look at this. We've got the High Priestess. Okay, so this is saying that you've come full circle. You're starting from the beginning again. You're going to be learning something new, or you're going to be expanding on some very limited knowledge. But you don't know where it's going to go. You don't know where it's going to go. It's water. It's very emotional. It's choppy water that's bubbling under the surface. This might have something to do with Neptune right now. The talking about the dreams, the illusions, the visions, the meditations, the messages. We have a half moon there. We have a new moon there, and she's half behind a curtain. So this is the veil of secrecy. This is about going into your own intuition. What does your heart feel about this new venture? What does your gut tell you? What is your mind telling you? Because the only limitations we have are the limitations that we allow our minds to set for us. So that's that. So the new moon, the full moon, we know it's an ending. We know it's a Cancer moon. We know it's about water. We know it's emotional. We know it's secrecy. We know it's about, well, we know there's some secrets because of the placements of the planets at the time the full moon is out. So I'm now going to take an Star Codes Astro Oracle, doing some new one today by Heather Rowan Robbins. Star Codes Astro Oracle. What is... Why am I doing that? Okay. That way around. Okay, whatever. What is this world all about, please? They are all mixed up. Like my little bit of OCD that I have is literally screaming at me right now, but I'm gonna look past it. Come on. These are everywhere, these cards. They're upside down, they're back to front. Right, okay, whatever we get, we get. What is the world all about, please? What is this ending to do with? Okay. Right, Venus, love, 7th house of relationship. This could be the retelling of vows. This could be a reignition in a relationship. 7th house of relationship. You've got Venus in the 7th house of relationship. We have Venus and Mars conjunct at this time of the new moon. Intense, an intense burst of love. It could be, right, okay, 7th house. Right, I wonder if this fire that I'm seeing is a very fiery relationship, because Venus and Mars are opposites. It's the Empress and the Emperor, but opposites attract, and opposites can also, in a relationship, you could have a really fiery, intense, emotional, sexually exciting relationship, and it fizzle out really, really quickly. So is this a fizzler, or is this a re-ignition? Maybe that's why I was seeing the fire, this spark, this ignition, this explosion. Someone's in for a good time. Good for you. Right, so what's this explosion all about? Someone's getting very emotional over it, or will be getting emotional over it. We have the 11th house community, we have the ascendant entrance, and we have the 8th house mystery. So I think this relationship, this explosive sexual relationship, this ignition of passion will be found in the community. Some sort of community activity, something that possibly you're doing. Maybe you're going to college and you find yourself getting involved with somebody at college. It's explosive, it's exciting. You have the ascendant entrance. The ascendant sign is your ascendant, your rising sign, is the sign that of you who you show the world. So it's someone's persona that they show the world is different to who they really are, because we have that 8th house mystery. So, but that always reminds me of Scorpio, and Scorpio can be very intense as well in relationships, can also be quite untrusting. So beware of that if that's a new relationship. What if it's an existing relationship, please? What can we expect from that? Imam Kohli, the root. Okay, so if it's an existing relationship that you are about to reignite the flames of, that you're going to make more of an effort of, it's like the second flush of love, if you like, it will be deeply rooted, so it will be stable and secure. If you look at this tree here, the tree, what it shows above the ground is far smaller than what's growing below the ground for many trees. So if this is second vows of marriage, you know, what's it called when you're already married but you want to renew your vows. Maybe you're thinking of renewing your vows. Already a very well-rooted, secure relationship. It will remain so. It will remain so. So one last message for the full moon before I go. Cultivate. Taurus, cultivate. This is to do with this. Taurus is very much rooted to the root chakra. Taurus is ruled by Venus, the goddess of love, but is also very much connected to things of safety and security, food security, money, wealth, in relationships. Taurus needs stability and security. Yeah. If you're already in a relationship, security, stability. If you're not already in a relationship, you're going to have a bit of a roller coaster of a ride. Try not to get too emotionally attached, because the person you're going to come into contact with, the face that he or she shows is going to be a different face to who that person really is. You will find that person somewhere in some community setting. It might be a group or a club that you are involved with. It could be college, it could be school, it could be university, it could be any type of community event. Just enjoy it for what it is, but don't get too involved until you know for sure who you're dealing with. That's always good advice anyway. Think before you act. So this full moon in Cancer is going to be emotional, it's going to be explosive, maybe you need to start thinking. It might be a good idea, not for me to tell you what to do, but it would be a good idea for you to dig deep into the recesses of your own psyche and come up with something that you wish to heal. And I will read it again. Once I and mine are given up, there is no limited individual. There is only wisdom which pervades everything. Right, I am off. And I don't know where my postcards from Spirit have gone, but clearly I'm not meant to have them. So have yourself a really good full moon. Charge your crystals. Sage your house. Have a good salt bath. Write down what you want to let go of. Burn it outside. And make a list. Have a piece of paper ready to write down all the things that you want to intend for the next new moon. It's about setting intentions next. This time it's about letting things go. Have a good one. Take care of yourselves. Be good. Ta-ra.